Lubbock's got so many amazing neighborhoods, but let me tell you, when moving here, you don't want to pick the wrong one. So today I'm diving into the top 10 places to live in Lubbock, in no particular order, of course. And so by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which neighborhood is your perfect fit. Hey, I'm Sam Riddle, a Lubbock local realtor, and I help people just like you make their move to Lubbock, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, I'd love to connect with you and your family and see how we can make a smooth transition into the Lubbock area. So let's get started. It's hard to narrow down only 10 neighborhoods because honestly, we have so many great areas of town. But today I'm going to be looking at a mix of older established homes mixed in with some newer construction areas and even some homes with land. I mixed in some north, west, and south locations so you can get a good look at all of Lubbock. The first area I want to talk about is definitely an oldie, but a goodie. This is the Lubbock's first ever golf course community, and it's called Lakeridge and Lakeridge Estates. It's not just historic, it's got that mature charm you literally just cannot build anymore. This place has been around since 1977, so you're looking at almost 50 years of community history here. When I say established, I do mean established. You've got these huge mature trees everywhere. It's beautiful to walk around in. Tons of shade, great curb appeal. Honestly, when you drive through, you feel that sense of community, you feel that sense of pride. You've got this vibe you just really can't find in some of these newer neighborhoods. The homes are well maintained and definitely full of character. You're gonna see a variety of architectural styles, and that's also hard to find here in newer development. Typically, homes in Lakeridge fall in the high 300s, usually those are time capsule homes, to 500,000, with some premium properties reaching the high 800s. You're gonna be getting larger lot sizes here too, which means definitely more space. And so these homes are also gonna be a mix of like custom built homes, so you're gonna get some of those unique features that, again, from the 80s you just don't find right now. But the real gem is Lakeridge Country Club, which is an 18-hole golf course. It's a golf course that if you're not wanting to pay premium prices for Lubbock Country Club or Red Feather, you can still go here. There is a pro shop, a clubhouse with dining, tennis courts, pool, and a kids club. I actually used to work there. Families enjoy Lakeridge because you are still considered to live in South Lubbock, but you're in Lubbock ISD, which means lower taxes. The streets are definitely more quiet, family friendly, and low traffic, very chill vibes. If this is what you're looking for, and when you make your move to Lubbock, definitely check this part of town out because it's definitely just got that quiet, mature feel that you just can't really find in newer construction right now. And it just doesn't have that cookie cutter feel, and there's no HOA. Next, we have Fountain Hills Estates. This neighborhood is premium Lubbock living if you want to be still in town but a little bit of land. You've got a half-acre lots here with homes starting around 2,500 square feet to almost 5,000 square feet. Fountain Hills Estates is located right off Milwaukee and Frankfort between 107th and 114th Street here in Southwest Lubbock, and it's definitely one of the more sought-after communities here if you are wanting a half-acre with a luxury budget around $600K and up. You are getting the space, but not too much space, which I do hear a lot. There is a 2,500 square foot minimum for homes, so you're definitely not going to be getting these smaller, tiny homes on these larger lot sizes. The homes here are definitely gonna be well designed, modern, and different builders, so they're not all going to look the same. The prices here, you're gonna be looking starting around the 500,000s, mid 500,000s, and up to $1 million. Depending on what you're after, you can find it really all right here. Well, you're gonna have a mix of newer construction homes with homes built in the early 2000s. And it's also going to be in Cooper ISD, which people absolutely love. And so if you're going to be wanting to be close to everything, you're in Southwest Lubbock, which means you're close to HEB off of 114 and Quaker. You're close to the Walmart off of Quaker and 114, close to Kingsgate Shopping Center, plus lots of restaurants off of Quaker. You're really close to so many things. And Frankfurt too. So there's a mix of just all different kinds of homes, all different if you're wanting newer construction, older construction, but I think the real kicker is going to be that you're on half an acre, which people love, and in the middle of town. Again, I'm Sam Riddle, I'm a Lubbock local realtor, and I help families just like you make their move to Lubbock, and all my information is in the link in my bio, and I'd love to meet you and your family and help you make a smooth transition to the Lubbock area. Definitely don't hesitate to call, text, or email. I'd love to meet you. Okay, so now let's dive back in. Let's talk about Stonewood Estates. This place is a hidden gem in Southwest Lubbock, and it's honestly got a lot to offer. If you're looking for value without sacrificing quality, Stonewood is definitely one to consider. This is a newer development just south of 114th and Frankfurt. The homes here are modern with great construction and attention to detail. It is not a one builder type fits all neighborhood. Every home is going to look different, and the price ranges are going to be from townhomes to 3 single family homes. You're gonna be looking at homes in the mid to low 300,000s to mid 400,000s. So if you're a first time home buyer or you just want to stretch your dollar a little further, it's definitely worth checking out. The fun part is, or the best part is that there's no HOA, so you're not having a higher HOA or have to worry about that. And it definitely gives you that more brand new construction feel without being a brand new neighborhood, but you're also getting a great home for the price. It has everything you want in terms of quality construction, quality builders, great known builders who are still building today, and you're still minutes away from all the shopping and dining along Quaker, and also Milwaukee, and super close to H-E-B and United, which is always a plus. Plus, you're close to the new outer loop, but you're not in it. And so that is huge. It's not in your backyard. If you're watching your monthly expenses but still want a modern home in a great location, Stonewood is definitely a neighborhood that you will want to check out. And I'd love to send you some neighborhoods here. Okay, so now if budget's not a concern, let's step into a completely different area. We're gonna be moving into a luxury territory in South Fork. This is definitely more of an exclusive neighborhood off a slide and just south of Woodrow in Southwest Lubbock. South Fork is all about 1 acre minimum lot sizes, so you're getting privacy, you're getting space, you're getting custom built luxury estates. The homes here range from the mid 800,000s to well over $1 million. So this is definitely for buyers who want the absolute best and are willing to invest in it. In fact, one of the most expensive homes listed right now is located in South Fork, and it's listed for $3.7 million. I'll show some pictures of the homes here. The homes in South Fork feature high-end finishes, premium construction quality, mature landscaping, and that quiet, exclusive community atmosphere that people do love when we're coming to Lubbock. It's also definitely for that person who wants a shop for all their toys, boats, Can-Ams, you name it. And you're also in Lubbock Cooper. So you're getting a top-rated school on an acre of land with a shop, country living, but you're not far from Red Feather, minutes from Red Feather, and also super close to Loop 88 when it's gonna be finished, and all the dining and shopping off the slide. So it's convenience meets luxury, needs space. But not everybody wants an acre or want to spend millions of dollars on your next property here in Lubbock. So let's move to a completely different area of town. And let's switch gears and talk about Tech Terrace. So this is one of Lubbock's most historic and walkable neighborhoods. And honestly, it's got a totally different vibe from everything I've talked about so far. Tech Terrace actually was first platted in 1925. So you're gonna be looking at homes of genuine character and history here. The neighborhood sits right next to Texas Tech University. It runs from 19th to 34th and from University to Indiana. In this neighborhood, you've got tree-lined streets, mature canopies and sidewalks throughout, a mix of longtime residents, young professionals, students, and families. The homes mostly date to the 1920s to 1950s, so you're definitely going to be hitting that unique architectural bungalow houses with real personality here. Tech Terrace is much more affordable than the Southwest neighborhoods most of the time. Homes here definitely are gonna be more diverse. And between 20th and 26th Street, you're really gonna be looking at around 200,000 to 700,000. A wide range, I know. Let's talk about why Tech Terrace is Tech Terrace. You've got a walkable commercial space, you've got Capital Pizza, J&B Coffee, Good Line Brewery, Brule Bakery, local grocery store, and a lot of other independent shops here. So you can literally walk to grab coffee, have dinner, or meet some friends at a brewery. It's got that college town energy, but with a neighborhood pride and an active homeowner association without actually an HOA. So if you're a young professional, if you work at Texas Tech, or if you're looking for investment opportunities with rental properties, because we're close to Texas Tech here, this is an awesome option. Families also love that it's zoned to LISD and Roscoe Wilson Elementary School, which is located actually right in this neighborhood. So the walkability and the character definitely attracts a completely different buyer than one that might be looking for South Fork. You know, very different styles here. It's definitely gonna be more an established neighborhood that combines history with with some history, and it's just unlike any other neighborhood here. So now we're gonna be moving into Rush, and that's another well-established neighborhood off of 4th Street and 19th Street between Quaker and Toledo. Rush is all about older custom-built homes. Construction started here in the 1960s and has continued over the decades, so you're going to see a huge variety of architectural styles. From charming mid-century properties to expansive luxury estates, the lots here are going to be larger, most on an acre actually, and the landscaping is definitely gonna be mature. You're gonna have beautiful trees, high-end upgrades, soaring ceilings, gourmet kitchens, wine cellars, wet bars, floor-to-ceiling windows, and resort-style master suites. It's got it all. Usually the homes range from 400 to 700,000, with some homes actually reaching a 900 to a little bit more. It definitely commands premium prices for a good reason, but you are paying for a location. You're minutes from Texas Tech University, close to University Medical Center, Covenant Hospitals, and the Heart Hospital. You've got United off of 19th Street and everything off of Quaker. You have very close and convenient access to downtown as well. There's also a pool in this neighborhood, which people love. It's a members only pool. You're close to Higginbotham Park, which is a walking trail, playground, basketball courts, small lake, picnic areas. It has a lot of established feel, but with modern day amenities. So if you like the idea of trails and community features though, but want something a little bit more modern, let's go to this next neighborhood. We're gonna be moving on the trails at Regal Park, which is the newer side of the master plan community here. It's also in Southwest Lubbock. Regal Park's been around for a while, but the trails is where you're going to see the new urbanist design that really focuses on the walkability and community vibe. The community has 2 parks, an interconnected trail system throughout, a beautiful play and green space area. Most homes in Regal Park are around 300 to 500, and the trails are gonna be ranging from 600 to 900,000. So you're getting that master plan feel with Friendship ISD schools, modern luxury amenities, but you don't have to break the bank here. The neighborhood has a family-friendly neighborhood and a strong sense of community involvement here. There's a variety of home styles, so there's something for everyone, whether you're a first-time home buyer in the Regal Park area or you're wanting to go to the trails in Regal Park. People love that you're also in Southwest Lubbock, but you're tucked back in and you have everything you need off Milwaukee, but you don't have to hear it all the time. And so you're kind of just tucked back away from the hustle and bustle. You are honestly truly feel like you're not in Lubbock sometimes when you're walking on these trails. It's so pretty. It's also great for families who just want like a fun green space area for the kids to run around, ride their bikes, play, take the dogs for a walk. Super, super pretty. The park really does come alive in the spring and the summer months here in Lubbock. Okay, now let's move into a neighborhood that has amenities on amenities on amenities, and that's Preston Manor. This one's a big deal, and it's honestly one of the most talked about neighborhoods and communities in the Lubbock area. And now technically Preston Manor is in Wolford, just southwest of Lubbock, but most people really do treat it like part of the Lubbock metro area. Preston Manor was actually founded around 2007, and since then it's become one of the premier residential spots in town. And here's why. The amenities are absolutely incredible. The club at Preston Manor has a 24-hour gym, 2 outdoor pools, a splash pad for the kids, some of the best tennis courts in Lubbock, a couple dog parks, outdoor spaces with fireplaces, and a 6,500 square foot clubhouse with meeting rooms and a catering kitchen. That's a lot. So if you're looking for a community with tons going on, Preston Manor is where it's at. They host Easter parties, Christmas parties, Halloween festivals, food truck nights, you name it, ice cream trucks, always something going on. There's also a lot of micro communities and micro neighborhoods in Preston Manor, but most homes typically in Preston are going to be ranging from 300s to 700,000s, with some luxury homes reaching up to over $1 million, which is crazy. Again, a lot of price differences here. One thing to know is that Preston Manor operates as a PID, or a public improvement district, and not an actual HOA. So that means there are annual fees to maintain those amazing amenities that I just named, but honestly, trust me, it's worth it for everything you get, and I bet you'd be surprised with how little it costs and maybe where you're coming from. Another fun fact about this neighborhood is it's in Friendship ISD. People love to be in Friendship ISD. You're also super close to Mercer Sharp, which gives you quick access to downtown Lubbock, which is about 10 minutes, and you're only about 20 minutes away from the airport. And this is the furthest neighborhood I've talked about west of the airport. So if you love the master plan concept but want something with lower annual fees, the next neighborhood I'm going to show you might be exactly what you're looking for. And that neighborhood is Stratford Point. Stratford Point is a 295-acre master plan community off of Quaker and 139th Street here in South Lubbock. And it's more of the newer upscale developments in the city with a ton of different builders. I'm actually sitting in one of those houses today. Stratford Point was established in 2016, and homes are going to range from around 400s to 700,000s, with some homes going up as high as $1 million. This 295-acre planned community is located, like I mentioned, in Southwest Lubbock and in Cooper ISD. And one thing that people love is that it's zoned to Liberty High School, which people cannot get enough of. Families are obsessed with that. Stratford Point has a grand entrance, peaceful gazebos throughout, scenic walking trails. Also, there's a lot of parks, community pond. You're really getting like that resort style feel, but in your neighborhood. The annual HOA here is $450, which is pretty reasonable for a master plan community here. And about location, you're super close to HEB 114th and Quaker, Walmart, Red Feather, you name it. You're probably very, very close and very close to Loop 88, but a little bit further tucked back than you would be with Kelsey Park. Stratford Point is definitely worth checking out if you're wanting newer family vibes, but with a smaller HOA. And speaking of thoughtful design, our next neighborhood takes the idea of low maintenance living and turns it into a classic Hollywood movie. Just kidding, but honestly, let's talk about Vintage Township. This community is a 320-acre subdivision between Quaker and Utica, just right off south of 114 in Southwest Lubbock. And it's one of the newer-ish developments that are offering townhomes and single-family townhomes where you have a community hall. You have a town hall event center, perfect for weddings. They have weddings there, concert reunions, birthday parties, Christmas parties, Halloween parties. There's a ton of parks, 3 or 4 parks, basketball, tennis courts, fitness center, a clubhouse, playgrounds, a pool, a beautiful pool. So yeah, you're definitely getting a ton of value here, and this neighborhood is truly like walking into a Hallmark movie. It's so beautiful. Prices here are usually around the mid 300s to high 700s, with some reaching up to 970,000, which is crazy. So if you're a first-time buyer or just looking for that low maintenance lifestyle, low maintenance, the townhomes and even these homes are such a great option. And here's a bonus. Actually, the front yard landscaping maintenance is included, so no more mowing the lawn every weekend on these townhomes. It's definitely more Charleston-style architecture with tree-lined streets, quartz countertops, luxury vinyl plank finishes or flooring, designer finishes, premium appliances. It's got it all. And you're in Cooper ISD, and you're close to HEB. And Quaker. All of the things I've been mentioning, all these neighborhoods are so close to so many different amenities off of Quaker in Milwaukee. So if you're looking for a newer community with tons of amenities and a family-friendly vibe, Vintage Township is definitely worth considering. The combination of modern homes, the amenities here that's hard to find in Southwest Lubbock with a pool, makes it perfect just for growing families and somebody who just wants to honestly be best friends with their neighbor. So the gap between these neighborhoods comes down to different trade-offs and really what you're looking for and what part of town you want to be in. Most people moving to Lubbock could end up choosing the wrong one, so that's why I wanted to make this video and help you find the right community for you. And there's also tons of others that I didn't mention here. So if you have questions about any others that maybe you see on your search, I'd love to help answer those questions and get to meet you and your family and see what area would be best for you guys. I'll link my full driving tour here where I go all around Lubbock so you can see from my point of view driving around in town and you can see what these communities actually look like. And until next time, I'll see you around.